This is Eagle Owl, and today we're going to talk about Jason Kelce. Sound like he's leaning towards retirement, and Jordan Mailata co-sign. Also, Devonta Smith contract talks. Yeah, it's out there, but let's get straight into it. All right, so before we get into the topics today, we got to talk about Nick Bosa. Why we talk about Nick Bosa? Why we've been talking about the 49ers? They should be enjoying their Super Bowl run, whatever they got to do. But this is something Nick Bosa just volunteered himself, and it was so ridiculous. So while I think there's probably games going on with the 49ers, like alarms being pulled or they playing on a bad practice field, stuff the Eagles were complaining about, but somebody pulled the hotel alarm that they are in like 2, 3 in the morning, and Nick Bosa and Christian McCaffrey got annoyed with it. At first, I was thinking like, why would they be annoyed? Like, it just is what it is. But imagine you at a hotel, sleep, or whatever you're doing, and somebody pull a fire alarm. So everybody got to evacuate for them to see what's going on, and it probably was just annoying. So Nick Bosa was like, yeah, that reminded me of the time where we was in Philly. We was staying at a hotel and they was doing construction on the bridge 6 in the morning. Well, Nick Bosa, your team is in San Francisco, right? So there's a lot of construction in cities. I know Nick Bosa don't really know about cities, but go to New York, go to Philadelphia, go to the city of San Francisco, go to the city of Los Angeles, go to a lot of these cities. There's going to be construction. No, I don't think there was a play when you went to Philadelphia and they was doing construction early in the morning. I go to Philadelphia a lot. And one of the things I hate about Philadelphia is so much construction. So, guess what? You're not special. More than likely, there was actual construction going on. Philly was not trying to make a play against y'all. Trust me, they weren't. That's just how cities work. A lot of construction. All right, so let's get into the topics today. All right, so let's talk about Jason Kelce, man. Jason Kelce, I was watching him on the Green Light podcast, and I would say this is one of the first times I heard him speak, and it seemed like he spoke about the Eagles in more third person, like how I speak about the Philadelphia Eagles, or how like you speak about the Philadelphia Eagles. You like the Eagles this, the Eagles that. But when you're a part of a team, especially you play little league or high school, you say we. But when you talk about the team, you maybe say like, oh yeah, Central High School team or whatever school team is this and that because yeah, you're a fan of the team, but you speaking about the team in third person. And that's how Jason Kelsey sound. But I'm gonna go ahead and play this clip and let's hear him talk about retirement.
And you don't know anything, do you? You're still trying to figure it out.
I'll say this. I feel really confident that the Eagles are going to be good next year.
Yeah.
I still think they have great talent. I still think they have great coaches. They've added 2 new coaches in Kellen Moore. And, well, I don't even know. Is Kellen officially? I think he's.
Yeah, I think he's there. Yeah.
So Kellen and Vic are obviously really talented, well-respected coaches. So they're going to have a whole offseason to figure out what's stalled out, what they can do to improve it. And with not just the coaches, but all the people in that building, I really think they're going to come back with a vengeance. I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a tremendous year next year. I am very confident the Eagles are going to be very, very good. So I'm trying not to let that affect what's happening because I really want the decision of whether I'm going to play to just be based on whether I want to do it. Selfishly, I need to make that decision of can I commit, can I mentally be there, and do I want to endure that again. Winning helps that, but I think that you're trying to not factor that in, I guess, in the decision. I don't know. There's a feeling that you get. I think the closer you get to stop playing, that you really start to grasp, what the team and the organization means to the fans and to the city, and what an honor it's been to be able to go out there and represent the city.
Yeah.
And you grasp it when you're younger, but the more you play, especially in one area, and the more people tell you that when you're walking down the street, the more I think you realize that is something that everybody is going to miss when they stop.
Right, as you see, right? It sound like he's accepting the fact that he's probably going to retire. I mean, facts are facts, man. Jason Kelce is having fun. Every clip I see him, he enjoying the games, going to the games, enjoying interacting with the fans. His podcast is phenomenal. He got a phenomenal family. Look, everything he's doing outside of football looks great. I mean, he's entertaining. He's entertaining. Everybody loves to hear Jason Kelce speak. A Hall of Famer. He don't have to do this no more. He don't have to play football. He gave everything to the city. He got a ring. Hell, we lost one. I hate to see how Jason Kelce go out against Baker Mayfield. Jason Kelce career is phenomenal. Very phenomenal. So if he decide to hang it up, hey, it is what it is. But Jordan Mailata even co-signed. This is what Jordan Mailata had to say about Jason Kelce.
Shot. You telling me if he's going shirts off in the games, gambling in the casinos, he's coming back? No way. He's having too much fun. He's out there living his life. Now, I'm going to miss him for sure, man. This has been the greatest 6 years of my life, for sure. Being here in the NFL and getting to meet people like Jason Kelce has been an honor.
As you say, he co-signed he's going to retire. But he said it's been a phenomenal run with Jason Kelce. He loved playing with him. It sounds like he's going to retire. So Jason Kelce didn't give anything out because obviously Travis Kelce just don't believe he's going to retire because Jason Kelce do love the game of football. But I'm starting to think he probably should hang it up. I'm starting to lean towards that way. Like, yeah, it's just, it's time. It's time for new blood, new center. See what Cam Jurgens got or whoever we get. It's time to move on. Like he said, like Jason Kelce said, it's still a good team. And he believed Jalen Hurts is going to have one hell of a year. He like Kellen Moore. I mean, Jason Kelce is right. It would be fun to see Jason Kelce more as an analyst, see what he got. Because he know his game. He know football. And it'd be fun to see Jason Kelce at some tailgates, at some games. Jason Kelce is just a Philly treasure, man. It's a Philly treasure. But it's going to be sad to see him go at the same time. All right, so let's talk about Devonta Smith. Devonta Smith, it's around that time. Contract talk. What's going on? Do you believe you're going to sign a long-term deal? And there's an article, I believe, written by E.J. Smith with the Philly Inquirer. And he spoke about the contract. And, he said something like, it's all in God's hand. And he's not making a big deal out of it. Of course, his agents is going to press for as much money as they can because they are agents. They got to look out for their client. And I like how Devonta Smith is handling this. Of course, there's going to be talk, but right now it's not really loud. It's not. So that means everything behind the scenes is probably being handled very well. That's why a guy like Jalen Hurts take less of a cap hit on his contract so a guy like Devonta Smith could get signed. I believe he will be signed. He will be locked up for sure. He also said something about playing for the city of Philadelphia, how supportive it is, how the fans really love their, players and teams, how they really know their sports. And he really loved playing for the city of Philadelphia. I know he was on the podcast with Chris Long as well. He said, look, I got the best of both worlds, honestly. Meaning he played in college where it was just football. You know how Alabama is about their football and about their college football. Then he go to a team like Philadelphia, who is just as crazy as Alabama about their football team. So he love it. We love Devonta Smith because, us Philly guys, if you play hard, go out there with, everything you got, we going to love you. And that's Devonta Smith, man. So he will be paid. Tell him if he don't, we up in the NovaCare with pitchforks. Get Howie up out of town. We got to get Howie up out of town. So Devonta Smith will definitely be paid. But hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel about the news today? Wasn't really much to talk about. 2 topics today. And Jason Kelce, how we feeling about that? Devonta Smith, how we feeling about that? Nick Bosa, Shut up. Focus on the game. Hopefully y'all lose. But this is Eagle Al, man. I'm up.